Hey guys, Mr. Purple here with another new video coming at you for PK Throw. So, I'm going to highlight over SCR Saga and talk a bit about Shine today. So, I am now officially in my new college dorm over in Connecticut, Quinnipiac University. I'm going to hopefully be able to start attending tournaments starting next Tuesday is my plan. I'll be attending Onslaught most likely and trying to make a lot of the Onslaughts. I'll hopefully also make it to Invasion this upcoming month as well. So I'm very excited for that and getting involved in the Connecticut scene. Along with that, I'm very excited to say that I'm going to be able to get to maybe a major in the future. I'll let you know more about that later on. But anyways, let's get right to the stuff. SCR Saga went not bad, not great. I mean, I got 5 out of the top 8, which isn't horrible, 10 out of the top 16. Nothing that any of you could obviously do this too. So hopefully I can get you some more accurate results this time. I don't have as many upsets coming in this episode, but I think you'll definitely like some interesting players that I think are due for a good time. So I am happy to say that I did get the Venom prediction correctly, which I'm pretty proud of myself. Venom upsetting Rich Brown and Mr. R in the same pool. So that was a big up for Venom there. I would also like to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. And also a big shout out to Phantom for all the help and info and stuff that I could do in order to make my stream better. So I really appreciate that. I know that the mic has some difficulties. That is something I'm hoping to work on in the future and getting a mic or hopefully going over to the audio studio here at Quinnipiac University and trying to record my videos there. So, on to the big upsets that I would like to say. There's only 2 big upset players that I like, and they're not big upsets, obviously. These are PGR upsets that I really like. The first one I like is MVD and Fatality have to play to make it out of their pool on winner's side. I think this is an interesting matchup. Fatality, with his aggression, has been doing really well lately, and obviously had his great showing the last time he played Zero. But I feel that MVD is due to have a good day, and I feel like Fatality has definitely been on the bit of the decline lately. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Fatality, I've met him, I've talked to him plenty of times, he's a great dude, but it seems like he's been declined since he got his new PGR ranking of 15, and I really think that's something that has to be improved upon coming up. Hopefully Shine does that for him, but if not, I really think MVD has a good shot at taking that game. The other upside I'd like to talk about is who I think is going to try to defend New England the hardest, and that is Mars, obviously the best player from New England. Mars, with his Zero Suit Samus, has not been out to a lot of tournaments lately. He's been kind of staying in New England, defending New England locals and stuff like that. And it's great to be able to see Mars come back to one of the S-tier tournaments in his town. I think Mars is actually going to make it out on winner's side of his pool. If anyone hasn't checked the pool, I believe Mars is actually going to upset CaptainZack, the Bayonetta player. I always give CaptainZack a really bad rap. Now, I have him doing decently well, making top 16 at this tournament, but I always give CaptainZack a bit of a bad rap, and I really feel that I keep getting proved wrong, but there's something about CaptainZack's play that I feel like he's very hit or miss. He's a very momentum-based player. For example, he had that good run at SCR Saga, including beating Nairo, which completely blew me away after what happened at CEO. If you don't remember, at CEO, he got destroyed. His Bayonetta got destroyed, he went to Peach, his Peach got destroyed, he went to Wii Fit Trainer, his Wii Fit Trainer got destroyed. So it was really great to see CaptainZack improve, but I'm still looking for him to take that next leap. Now, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to make top 16. This is going to be a bit similar to SCR Saga with how that one actually turned out, not how I predicted it. So in first, I have Zero. I expect Zero to make a run on winner's side, not dropping a set at all this tournament. I think he's going to beat MVD in top 48. As I've discussed, I think MVD is going to upset Fatality, but if Fatality wins, obviously he'll play Zero. I still think Zero is going to take it. I think Zero is improving a lot. My friend Lemon Cake was saying that he really liked how Zero was playing. He looked a lot improved to him, and I mean, I didn't get to watch all of SCR Saga, but I can understand where he's coming from. Zero does look good, and also he's generally momentum-based lately. He's definitely had some downsides and stuff like that, and that's going to be interesting to see if he can carry the momentum from SCR Saga into other S-tier events, because he's had a lot of trouble coming out to these S-tier events and doing extremely well. So, I have him being MVD, as I already said, Dabuz as well. I know Dabuz beat him at Arm Saga. I think that was the last time they played. I'm not 100% confident on that one, but I definitely think Zero is going to come back with a vengeance. Zero almost always beats Dabuz. So I would not be surprised if all of Zero came out here and slammed him down. Now I also have him beating MKLeo. MKLeo is starting to get a read on him, but it always happens the second time, and by then it's always too late. So I feel like MKLeo always has that possibility to upset, but it's going to be really tough for me to be able to put MKLeo above Zero until I see some more consistency in beating him. I also have Zero beating Larry Lurr in Winners Finals. This is what I had last time, Zero versus Larry Lurr in Winners Finals, and I got that right. I really think Larry Lurr has been getting some good brackets lately, and I think that he has definitely going to get himself a good spot on the PGR thanks to these good brackets. Early season, of course, but you never know what's to come. I think he's off to a terrific start. And then I have Zero beating MKLeo in Grand Finals, similar to SCR Saga. We'll see if this actually happens. I find it hard to believe that the top 3 would be the same at 2 tournaments, but we'll see about that. In second, I have MKLeo, as I said. MKLeo I have beating Mars in top 48 on winner's side. As I said, I expect Mars to upset CaptainZack, but if CaptainZack wins that, he would play MKLeo. I still expect MKLeo to win, obviously. I also have MKLeo beating Tweek, who we beat at SCR Saga as well. But then I have MKLeo losing to Zero, as I've already discussed. And then I'm going to have him beating Salem, somebody that I believe he actually has a pretty good job against. I mean, he went out with the Korin, I think, at SCR Saga, if I'm not wrong. And I really think that even without his Korin, I think he still has a really good shot at beating Salem. Salem's still not playing Zero after Evo, which is kind of crazy to me. It's kind of just been avoiding each other in bracket. I mean, Salem took DreamHack, but Zero got knocked out early, and ever since then, Salem's always kind of been like floating near Zero, but they never quite meet. I'm really excited to see that rematch. I just don't think it's going to be a shine. And then I have MKLeo beating Tweek yet again, and then beating Larry Lurr. I really think MKLeo has Larry Lurr's number. It's going to be really hard for me to ever project Larry to beat MKLeo. I mean, his Cloud at CEO completely destroyed Larry, and I feel he continues to show that every time they play. Along with that, I have Larry Lurr getting 3rd place, as I mentioned, beating Wadi in top 48, beating Nairo. Larry and Nairo are pretty even, but I feel like Larry has like this momentum win base lately that I really like to see. I also have Larry beating Void. Larry always does really well against Void, I feel, and that 3-0 at SCR Saga is going to be questioning if Void really knows what's up against Larry. It always seems Void takes one, then Larry takes one, and then Void takes one, and Larry takes 2, and so forth and like that. So we'll see how that pans out. In 4th place, and then I have Larry Lurr losing to Zero and MKLeo, as mentioned earlier. And then Tweek, I have getting 4th place. I have Tweek beating Ally on winner's side. I have him losing to MKLeo, as I mentioned earlier. Then I have him beating Mistake, which I think is going to be a tough matchup either way. I think Tweek does a good job against Bayonetta, so I'm going to trust him on that one. I also have him beating Dabuz. I think Cloud Rosalina Luma matchup is always in, Cloud's favor generally, and I really think Tweek is going to keep improving against Dabuz. And then I also have him beating Void. I generally choose the Sheiks over the Clouds. I think Sheik is a really good matchup against Cloud. Maybe not more than like 51-49, but I definitely think the Sheik has a slight advantage over Cloud. And then I also have Tweek losing to MKLeo, as already mentioned. In 5th, the first player I have is Void. I have him beating Como at Cloud in top 48, also beating Salem. I really like Void against Salem. At DreamHack Atlanta, it was unfortunate what happened. I really think Void should have taken that, and I really like Sheik versus Bayonetta as well. So I'm hoping to see Void this time clutch that out, maybe get a little bit of a pop-off. I was a bit disappointed when he beat Nairo that there's no pop-off because Nairo SD'd, which was horrible, but all the same, I would have just loved to see Void pop off at a solid win. So hoping to see Void beat Nairo soon in the future too, because I want that pop-off. And I have Void losing to Larry Lurr, as mentioned earlier, and losing to Tweek. The other player I have getting 5th is going to be Salem. Salem, I have beating Esam. Known as like one of the better players against Bayo, but I think Salem's going to take it. Then losing to Void, as I mentioned earlier, and then beating Zinoto. I think Zinoto's going to have a pretty decent day, honestly. And also beating Nairo, one of Nairo's demons, honestly, as we can all probably agree at this point. He always has a bit of trouble with Salem's Bayonetta. And then losing to MKLeo. Dabuz, I have beating Mistake, which I think there's an upset possibility here. I think Mistake has been really improving, and I keep underlying Mistake similar to CaptainZack. Maybe I'm just not as into the Bayonetta hype as everyone else is. I am getting good results, but not the top 8 results, because I still think the top players might take out the Bayonettas all the time. But I would say that this is a possible upset, but I'm going to say Dabuz beats Mistake, loses the 0, as mentioned. I think he's going to beat Mars, take out New England and finish them out from the tournament, and then lose to Tweek, as I mentioned. Nairo, I have getting the other 7th place spot, beating Anti, then losing to Lurr, then beating Como, and I think that one could be an upset, but I'm going to go with Nairo on that one, and then also losing to Salem, as I mentioned earlier. The other players I have doing well is going to be the players in 9th that I'm not going to talk about a lot. Zinoto, Komorikiri, Mistake, and Mars, the New England native, getting 9th. And in 13th, I've got Anti, Esam, CaptainZack, and Ally. Now, I want to give a shout out to Smooth really quick for posting on my Facebook, questioning my putting Ally in the top 16. As many of you know, Ally had a recent eye surgery to fix his eyes, and because of that, it seems like he hasn't been playing as well lately. Maybe it's that, maybe it's something else. But regardless, Ally hasn't been playing as well. Now, I understand where the concerns are coming from. Ally has definitely not been doing as well lately, and I've been definitely putting him outside the top 16 a lot, or being wary of him in general. But, I mean, he got 9th at SCR Saga. I think he's definitely weaning away from the top 10 players, but he's definitely still a top 20 contender, someone you should never count out. He's definitely not where he used to be, but I think you gotta count on Ally. If anyone's interested in Ally, I have him making it out on winner's side to top 48, and then I have him losing to Tweek in the first round, and then beating Cosmos and losing to Mars. So losing to Mars and Tweek are both not bad matches. I mean, Mars is rated top 20, and so is Tweek. But regardless, Ally is definitely on the decline, but I wouldn't count him out yet. That's PK Throw episode 2, guys. Please leave your comments below, subscribe, like, it really helps. I'm going to post on Facebook, Twitter, you can comment there as well. Any information that could help me, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope the sound outside wasn't too bad. I know that there's been some yelling all around, but that's it for me, so have a good one.